Look, I am really, really excited about what we're doing to manifest $25,000. And there are some really serious blockages that we humans are experiencing, and they are so subtle. And look, we have a lot of cliches, particularly in the spiritual community. We love saying things like the universe is abundant and you know uh I'm spirit is everything, money is my energy, and actually all of that is right. The universe is abundant and money is an outpicturing of your energy. However, that's not all that you have to do. Like, you have to know how to clear those money blockages from your system. If you don't do the work to clear the money blockages, you will constantly be battling and struggling to manifest money. And the problem is not about like your conscious blockages toward money. They are the issue is your unconscious or your subconscious blockages toward money. And I've been talking to you about these already this week. I've talked to you about lust and envy. And today I'm going to talk to you about wrath. Wrath is anger. And so many of us have anger. And this is a very difficult emotion because so many of us get shamed for our anger, and we're kind of made to feel like, oh, you have anger, something is wrong with you. And my first response to that is actually, yeah, something is wrong with me. I am angry. And part of it begins with, the fact that I cannot express how I feel without being criticized. So what anger is a really, really difficult one because it scares a lot of people. And in that scaring, there are there's intimidation and kind of a pushing away. So what we tend to do with our anger, it what we tend to do with our anger is to stuff it down and hide it inside. And anger is one of the most dangerous emotions to stuff down and keep inside, because it is so powerful. It has the ability to change your cells, to leave an energetic imprint that is quite destructive on a cellular level. So what we must do is become aware of our anger and how it's showing up for us. And we need to do some things to overcome our anger as rapidly as possible. So I've got some notes here for you, and I want to share what I know so that you can work on manifesting your millions, or maybe just your $25,000 with me, okay? Particularly with me. But you might be asking, but who are you? Well, my name is Crystal Lynn Bell, and I'm the founder of Badass Butterfly Spiritual Life Coaching. And God has been so good to channel me this incredible formula or process for miraculous money manifestation. And I'm sharing bits and pieces of it with you here on my Facebook page. And I'm just giving you a little bit of a taster for it. But I want to invite you to actually join me in this process in a very deep and meaningful way. I want you to go through the process with me. So the process begins February 24th, and it's 28 days that we're going to be working together. So what are we going to be doing? Well, there's a book, there's a workbook, and there are audio MP4s or MP3s so that you can listen to the curriculum and listen to the messages. But there are also live group coaching calls so that you can get support in this really important process. So I hope that you will join me. Rebecca, can you please put the link in the comments so that everyone can sign up and join me for this? Now, you are in the right place if you are someone who, I don't want to say just needs money, but who wants to take on creating, who wants to take on learning a very powerful manifestation principle, but who doesn't just want to read it from a book, but who wants to actually go through it in real time, and wants to have a living experience of this work. Now, 28 days is a very short time. That's a very short time to manifest $25,000. Now, it's a short time for the universe. It's a short time for God. It might seem like a long time for you. But I can guarantee you it's going to go by very quickly. This process that we're going through is very, very full, it's rich, and it is life-changing. And here's the deal. It is a miracle. If you will do this work, you will experience the miracle. And here's how I know. The miracle is going to happen on 7 different levels. And if you go through this process and you give love to this process, meaning you open your heart, you open your mind, and you work honestly through each step, you are going to have a shift in your consciousness that takes you from being separate from God to being at one with God. It is a process of love and invitation. And don't get me wrong, okay? Do not get me wrong. You do have to do some work. It's not just about sitting down and meditating and just, money's falling from the sky, although that might happen. I'm totally open. I am so open to money falling from the sky. I am that much of a believer. But what I want to say, though, is that the beautiful part of this process is that every part of the process, every part of the formula opens you up so that you can hear messages from God like you've never heard them before. This 28 days is very, very mystical. It's happening on many different levels. It's happening on the level of course, on the level of the holy, divine, pure God, life force energy. But it's also happening cosmically. It's a 28-day process, which is the cycle or the full moon cycle. So we're going to go through a new moon. We're going to go through a full moon. We're going to go through a first quarter, fourth quarter. We're going through all the aspects of the moon, which means that our moon is going to touch on every single sign in our zodiac. There are going to be all sorts of wonderful conjunctions, and all kinds of things are going to be happening over these 28 days. And what you're going to be doing is aligning with the highest aspects of purity and light. We're talking just light, supernal light, the light that casts no shadow. There's the miracle. So the reason why this is so wonderfully powerful is because we're taking away all the blockages and we're just going to be saying yes to the universe. You're going to take all this spiritual woo-woo stuff and you're going to unite it with some practical steps. You know, spirit is going to be guiding you to do things, and your job is going to be to open up and follow your spirit guides from one thing to the next. We're going to be working with God's grace. So synchronicities will abound. There will be opportunities for um, um, opportunities for your magical numbers. I'm sorry, I had a little bit of a brain fart, but I was thinking about numbers, right? You know how you see numbers and they give you a sign. You know how you see rays of light that give you a sign. It's going to be such a spiritual process, but also a logical, rational, reasonable, quantifiable process as well. Okay. So I'm going to pause a moment. I want to check in. I want to see who's here. Rebecca, please drop that link so that our peeps can come and join us. And let me tell you how this is going to work. Okay. For $97, okay, it's $97, you're going to have 1 month's access to my private group, and you're going to have full benefit of that private group. So there are going to be weekly live coaching calls. There are going to be, there is an incredible curriculum. We're building out, we have a guidebook. There's so much, okay? There's a wonderful guidebook that you have. There is a wonderful workbook that you have. And by the way, if you all are here, I haven't checked in yet. Let me check in. But we have a workbook, and normally what I do is I give you space to write in the workbook, but we're doing it differently this time because I want you to invest in a journal or a notebook, okay? And I want you to get a nice big fat journal or a notebook, or get yourself a couple of journals. There's a lot that you're going to be writing, and you're going to want this to go beyond the 28 days. So get yourself a really nice journal. Let me see who's here with me. Oh, I see that Sevda is here. Hey, Sevda, it's good to see you. Welcome. And let's see, hold on a second, because right, if you're here, please in the comments type in #live, type in #replay. If you're watching the replay, that's super helpful. Also giving the video a thumbs up or a like or something like that. And poor Shaka, it's been so long. Girl, I was just thinking about you. I'm so glad to see you. I hope that you'll come and join us. Magical stuff happening in your life already. I'm so glad, Sevda. Sevda, you're so smart. Look, I'm really proud of you. I didn't know you until recently, and I went and I checked out all your stuff, and you've got some really good stuff going on, girl. I love your theories. So we're going to have plenty of time to talk about that, but I'm really, really happy that we are connected. It's a real blessing. So right, oh gosh. Okay, y'all, I have just 5 more minutes and then I'm gonna have to hop off. But so let me give you let me give you the checklist. Let me give you the checklist to think about, because I want you to start thinking about, are you angry? Do you have subconscious anger or wrath that's holding you back? Now, where's my 7 deadly sins framework? Here it is. I'm just going to give you some keywords, and you can use these to help you identify if you are suffering, like if wrath is showing up in your life. Now, here's the thing, y'all. Wrath will lodge itself in your solar plexus. This is a very big deal. Solar plexus is your energy. If you are low energy, or if your energy, you're suffering from ADD, your energy's out of control, or you're lethargic, you can't get out of bed, you're having trouble moving, you're feeling sluggish, don't have a will to exercise, maybe you don't have a will to make anything happen. You might have some subconscious issues with anger. So let me get you those words. Here we go. Envy and wrath. So being vengeful, okay? So if you have a vengeful nature, having some suppressed anger where you consciously stuff down your anger. And get this is also important if you have a suppressed power urge, an urge like you want to be powerful, but there's no way you can admit it. You play small, you hide, maybe you're resentful of people who have power. Maybe you rebel against authority figures. You have some suppressed anger and a suppressed power urge if you have a rebellious nature. And if you're passive aggressive, this is a part of the issue. You got some suppressed anger, or you've got anger that you're in denial about. You might as well admit it, get into looking at it so that you can heal it. Stability boredom. Do you know what that is? It's what happens when things get stable, you get bored. And so you go and you mess things up. That's stability boredom. That is a sign of suppressed anger. If you're someone who creates conflict, okay, you might do it again, that passive aggressive thing like, oh, little old me, I'm just here, I'm so innocent, but you're like a little instigating monkey. That is a problem. That's suppressed anger, okay? Also, if you have any escapist tendencies, so you find yourself vegging out on Netflix, like binge watching Netflix, compulsive eating, compulsive sexual behavior, alcoholism, any of the 12-step programs will fit here very nicely. Anyway, y'all, this is a very I've got, there are 20 of these listed. All right. If you're enrolled in the program, you'll have access to the whole list. Plus, you'll have my complete write-up about anger and how it affects your solar plexus. All of this is a part of the program. So look, I really hope that you will join me. Sorry if I have gotten blurry here. I just saw my image. I was checking in. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and sign off. I just want to keep these nice and quick. If you have any questions, please leave your questions in the comments section. And I look forward to seeing you. I'll see you tomorrow. Oh, tomorrow, by the way, is the last day to sign up for this program for $97. It's normally $222. So starting Saturday, you can expect to pay $222. So it's better to sign up now for $97. Okay. There's no benefit to paying $222. Okay. So save yourself a whole bunch of money, $103. Save yourself. It's more than that. It's more than 103. I don't do math. Okay. I'm spiritual. I just let the numbers come. Whatever number wants to come, I let it come. All right. All right, this girl is signing off. Okay, I'm done for the day. All right, I'm gonna let y'all go. Thanks so much for watching. Bye for now.